benevolent constitutional monarch, he gives you a custom-made SUV. Every feature that is put into this car is really a sign of the kindness of the king towards you. And that's what you really cherish about the gift. It's like a token of what you mean to the king. And Imam Ghazali talks about 3 stages of gratitude. And he uses the example of, he says, imagine that you're in a kingdom and there's a benevolent king and he gives you a horse. And then he draws into his analogy. But for us today in the West, I'm going to say, imagine that you are in a benevolent constitutional monarchy and it's placed in Spain, because that's a place where Muslims have been in the West. And you are there, you're in that land. And this benevolent constitutional monarch, he gives you a custom-made SUV. All right, luxury SUV. And I don't know a whole lot about cars, so you're going to have to forgive me as I try to do this with this particular analogy. But imagine that you have this car and it has these amazing features. I visited Calgary recently, and a lady, she picked me up in this car, and I don't know what kind of car it was, but I just remember some of the features. And it was a luxury SUV, and I sat down and it was really cold, and she pressed a button and all of a sudden my entire seat started warming up. And first I thought something's wrong with her car, and then I realized no, she actually asked me if I want to adjust the heat, make it hotter, make it lighter. The other nice feature the car had was there was a video camera in the front, so she didn't have to turn her head behind to see who's behind her. She would just look on the dashboard. There's a video camera that had a camera that showed what was behind her, and it had all these different features, and she was explaining to me how it's the perfect car for a mom. So it was a custom, I'm just trying to draw this analogy. It's an amazing car, so think about all the features that you would ever want in this car. And the benevolent king gives you this luxury SUV. Now there are some people in their gratitude, they would look at all the features and they look at the monetary value of the car and they look at the different things the car can do, and they are grateful because of the gift. They are grateful for the gift. They have an incredible love for this gift. And this is again, just the car. The second level of gratitude is that as you are looking at your SUV that is custom made for you by this king, you notice that every feature is so thoughtful. Every feature that is put into this car is really a sign of the kindness of the king towards you. And you cherish the gift, not necessarily so much because of the gift itself, but you see in this gift the care that the king has for you. You are happy to know that you have a place within the heart of the king. And that's what you really cherish about the gift. It's like a token of what you mean to the king. And every time you look at and appreciate any of its features, you're just, rather than being so attached to the car itself, you're more attached to how it shows the love of the king for you. And the third and final level of gratitude is that you are happy to be given something by which you can serve your king. You are so grateful to be given a gift that is custom made for you, that shows the kindness of the king towards you, by which you can then go out and exhaust yourself with this gift in the service of the king. This is the highest level of gratitude. And you can apply this for any of our blessings in life. When you think about Imam Ghazali, also Imam Ibn al-Qayyim, they talk about how the heart has 7 inroads, the eyes, the ears, the tongue, our stomachs, the private parts, the hands and the feet, and how each one of these blessings you can be grateful for, and the highest form of gratitude is, and having taqwa with our 7 limbs, is to actually use them in the service of the king, to use them in the service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.